Hi guys, welcome back to Hime Hime Star. Okay, you're free to go. Hey guys, welcome back to Hime Hime Star. So today I'm finally back after 5,000 years of not existing on the internet to do a makeup tutorial. So today I'm doing a tutorial on this whole look. It's beautiful, rose tones, pretty much exclusively using this palette, the Queen of Hearts palette, but obviously you can use whatever you want. So if you'd like to see how I did this look, please keep watching. I'm gonna do a look that is basically what I've been doing every single day when I'm not wearing Gyaru, but it's also what I've been wearing recently when I have been in Gyaru. It's kind of like my go-to lazy makeup because it's so easy and I'm lazy, so let's do it. It's pretty much literally just gonna be this palette, which wow, you can totally see what it is because the label has definitely not worn off. It's the Colored Rain Queen of Hearts palette. I remember when I got this, I was so excited for it, and guess what? It's like 2 years later and I'm still using it and still excited about it, so here we are. I'm gonna be using mostly kind of like these rosy tones here and this taupey color, so for reference, just kind of use those colors if you have something similar. You absolutely don't need to buy this if you don't have it or you don't want it or you have something similar. So let's get into it. So now I'm gonna go into the shade Princess. It is this color. It's kind of just a rosy taupe, I guess. Gonna take that on a shader brush. This is from e.l.f. because I'm cheap. And I'm just gonna pack this onto the actual lid. Alright, so now that we are mostly on the lid, just gonna do with the same brush, and it's not really that flat, I don't know if you can tell, it's kind of, there's some depth to it, there's some girth. Gonna go onto the lower lash line, do pretty much the same thing. We're gonna blend this momentarily, so it like doesn't have to be perfect at all. Alright, so now we're gonna go in with a blending brush. This one's from Wet n Wild, because I'm cheap. You can get this at the Dollar Tree. Gonna go in with that same color, Princess, the kind of pinky, taupey, rosy situation. And we're just gonna blend it out. Wow, so difficult. And the lower lash line too. So now I'm gonna go in with this very small, another e.l.f. brush. I think it's their smudge brush. It's very, very small. If you can see, like, there's not much length to the brush, if that makes sense. And I'm gonna go in with this shade called Ladyship, this really pretty magenta kind of color. And we're gonna start putting that on. I'm gonna start on the lower lash line just because I feel like it. I'm gonna start kind of just on the outer corner, just packing that on. Now I'm using another cheap e.l.f. brush. The name's gone, so I don't know what it is, but kind of flat, kind of not, I don't know. I'm gonna take that, I'm gonna just tap in between Princess and Ladyship just for the upper lash line, so that way I don't have too strong of that purple before I go in with like the deeper version of it. And just kind of on the outer third maybe, kind of start tapping that on. So now I'm gonna go in and just blend it out again. Gonna tap back into that Princess color just a little bit more and just blend it out. Just all of it. So now I'm gonna go into just Ladyship and just kind of work it on the upper lash line a little bit. Just on the outer bit there. I have two of these brushes from Wet n Wild, those like little, I think they're crease brushes, I don't know. They're just little blendy brushes. This one is for some reason way like more like tight together than this guy, so I'm gonna use the more tight one. I lost a bunch of my brushes when I was moving, so I'm just kind of working with what I have. So I'm taking the thinner of those two brushes, going to tap in between Ladyship and Princess again, but a little bit more into Ladyship, if that makes sense, to get the color a little bit more concentrated, and just slowly start kind of working from the outer upper lash line kind of up into the crease a little bit, kind of tapping and then also blending it as once the color's like down. The lighting and stuff might have changed on this, and for that I truly do apologize. The eyeshadow is now blended. We're good. We're at where I want it to be for like the matte colors. So now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take this color Royal Highness, so this like really metallic kind of taupey color. It looks silver in comparison to the rest of the colors, but it's not. It's definitely got a little bit more warmth to it than actual silver. I don't really like silver that much, but I've made exceptions. Do you know what I mean? I'm gonna take that, I'm gonna take it on my ring finger because it's kind of a foiled pigment. I don't know, it's a foiled eyeshadow situation, I feel. So I'm gonna take that onto my ring finger and start tapping it from the center of my eyelid, like where my actual eye is if I were looking straight forward, and pressing there, and then slowly bringing it up. I don't mind when it goes into my crease. I kind of like that look, but I understand that's not for everybody, especially if you have like any bit of like hooded lid situation. It can definitely transfer, or I don't know if this eyeshadow creases, but if you have a problem with creasing, maybe not a cute look, but I personally don't mind it because my eyelids don't crease. And then with just my finger that I didn't tap into that, I'm just gonna tap out the edges because I really just want it concentrated on the middle there. I always get fallout in this part, so I just keep like any fluffy brush and just, you know, be ready to go because it'll happen. So I actually have like really bad eyesight out of this eye, so when I'm doing this eye, it's always a lot harder for me. So if you struggle with bad eyesight, you're not alone. So now I'm gonna take that same color and just right on the middle part of my lower lash line do the same thing. So I'm gonna go ahead and do my eyeliner. Just, I don't trust myself very much doing this on camera because it takes me way too long. Since I don't really know how I wanna do this, I'll just stop recording and I'll catch you in a little bit. Give me a second. Hello, I'm back. I have some eyeliner on. And it took me way too long to decide what eyelashes I was gonna do, so here we are. I'm gonna be using an old pair, because I'm crusty, of Diamond lashes. I think these are Glamour size. They're the ones that come in the purple packaging, which I don't even know if they make anymore, because like everything I love is getting discontinued. These ones right here. And then for my lower lashes, what a surprise, gonna use the ones from Daiso that I always use, which again, don't know if they still make, but I'm hoping that they do. I'm hoping that they do. So I have my eyelashes on now. So now the last step is optional, but not really. And it is glitter. Glitter is the last step. And I know you're thinking, didn't you say this was your lazy makeup? And I did say that, and that's because we're using one of these boys. These are those Stila, the glitter things. They look like a little lip gloss, but like of glitter for your eyeballs. And they have like highlight ones too, and I think some of these are highlight ones actually. I think NYX makes some now too that are really cheap. You can get these type of products like a lot of places. I honestly don't know what color I want to do, so I want to see if this guy still works. This is the Stila one and it's in the shade Sea Siren. I don't know if it's still like alive. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know if I see there's product. I don't know if it's dried out. Let's find out. Okay, so that one's pretty useless. Let's get rid of that one. I think I'm gonna do this one, which is called Monarch, and I think this is actually one of their face highlights. So I'm gonna put this on my inner corners. And it's like kind of a whitish base. I don't really think it has much of a base, to be honest. But it reflects like pink and kind of purpley. With some of these, I like to blend them out with my finger, but not really blend, but I guess just kind of spread it out. But with the highlight ones, I don't like to do that because for some reason it will almost always on me like lift up my foundation or my eyeshadow underneath. So I'm just gonna leave it like that. And that is the eye makeup done. And I'm gonna go ahead and do my lips. So I'm gonna go in with this lip liner from NYX. It's in the shade Dolly Pink. I'm just gonna go ahead and line my lips. And now I'm gonna go in with this, it's seen some better days. I'm gonna take the Little Twin Stars Sugar Pill lip color, and it's in the shade Lala, and just put that on. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I really hate the feeling of liquid lipsticks, but I really love this color, so for me it's worth it. It always looks like my lip is out of line on this side, and it's literally just the shape of my lips, and it drives me crazy. So now I'm gonna finish off the look with some blush, highlight, the fun things. If I had a bronzer, I would use it, but... So I'm gonna take, this is discontinued as, but you know, go off and use something similar. This is from e.l.f. It's in the shade Pink Passion. They don't make it anymore, and I'm very upset about it because I hit pan and I like really wanted to get a new one because I've had this one since 2013. So I'm just gonna put that on. I know it's extra, but I really do love putting on a ton of blush when I wear Gyaru. I think it's just because when I first got into Gyaru, like everyone was wearing like so much blush that I'm like, I need blush. I'm not complete without it. Now I'm gonna go in with one highlight. Just kidding, I'm gonna go in with two, but separately. First, I'm gonna take some Becca Opal. I have like nothing left. I need to buy a new one, but do I want to spend like $40? Not really. It's on this huge fluffy brush. I will take what's left of it, and since this one's a little bit deeper, I'm gonna take it kind of on the outer perimeter of my face, just like the majority of my face. Kind of how you would use a bronzer. And now I'm gonna go in with this one from ColourPop. It's in the shade Flexitarian. And my favorite way, I have like nothing left of this, but my favorite way to use it is with a beauty sponge, what have you. This is the Real Techniques one. Kind of stamping it on the face to get more of like a glossy look with it. Okay, cool. Now, I'm not done because I'm gonna go do my eyebrows, which I'm actually gonna film a different video for, so I'll be back. Give me a minute. Are you trying to ruin my life? No. Anastasia says to smash that like button and also to subscribe. Oh my god, she just farted. Oh no.